Collins Chabane. Minister, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
How would you sum up the past 4 days or so? I mean, it was a week yesterday. So how would you sum up a week in terms of government and what you've been able to achieve over the past couple of days?
We think everything is going well. Obviously, there are quite a number of issues which we need to follow up, like the interpreter and others. But in general, I think everything went very well.
Are you satisfied with everything that has taken over in spite of the glitches?
Under the circumstances, I think we have done very well as South Africans. And thank you for our people who are giving support. And as you see today, people are at the park and rides aiming to come and view the body for the last time.
What do we need to improve on heading into the last 2 days of the funeral?
Unfortunately, every day is different from the other. We deal with new issues altogether, new venues, new characters, new everything. So there's very few to learn from the past, and the things are moving very fast. However, what I could say is that I think South Africans, they should keep up the spirit wherever you are until we finalize whatever we're doing, until we unveil the statue on Monday, and we need to keep that spirit. We just keep on going.
I mean, there were reports that government was discouraging heads of state from heading to Qunu because of logistics. Is that true, or how many heads of state are you expecting in Qunu for Sunday's funeral?
At the moment, I don't have the numbers as to how many have confirmed that they're coming. But obviously, apart from discouraging heads of states, they know there's a protocol which is used. Once they've attended the memorial service, in most cases they take that as being having attended the funeral. But nevertheless, if we would have been irresponsible, if you wanted 101 heads of states in Qunu, they will never get a space to park their aircraft. Not even Durban Airport could accommodate them. Not even East London could accommodate them. So therefore, it is important for us to advise. We are not saying they should not come, we just advise, and then they take their decision.
Are you talking to the Tshwane government about improving whatever's left of today? I mean, it's the last day and a lot of people are going to come through today because of maybe the companies closing down and it's heading into the December holidays. Are you talking to them about improvements ahead of this last day?
We're in contact with Tshwane. Our operational center is in contact with Tshwane. I've been speaking to the mayor yesterday several times. I went to some of the park and rides. I realized what the problem was. In the main yesterday, apart from the number of people which we had, the buses were slow. And part of the reasons is that's why people would pack up for a long time. And we're trying to improve that, bring more buses and try to see if we can't increase the speed of buses to take people through. We're unlikely not to take everybody, as you know, because we have got limited time, but I think we are going to take a sufficient number which will be representatives of the South African population.
Minister, we've had, on social network, the reports that there is a picture circulating on Twitter of Utata Mandela. Is there something that the presidency can do about it? How do we stop something like this from repeating itself?
I just hope that the picture is a fake, like any other thing which becomes fake from time to time. We really hope that's a fake, but we need to investigate, check what the issues are, and then we'll take it from there. But we should not be distracted at this point in time and chase against the picture, whereas we have got a major task to accomplish by Sunday. Let's focus on this time. The picture is not running away. Once we're finished with the task, we'll come back and deal with those issues.
Now, a lot of retail shops have announced that they'll close on Sunday. Is there any way that there'll be an official announcement from the presidency that it is a holiday, or would be premature to take a blanket decision?
I know as South Africans we do like holidays. We like our holidays very much, but I don't think it's necessary at this point in time, especially that it's a Sunday. It's not necessary for us to declare holiday. I think those who are closing, I think they're closing because they want to show respect. They want to make their contribution in one way or the other. And I think if they want to do that, they should be allowed to do it.
Now, Minister, tomorrow, what happens at the Waterkloof then before the body heads to Mthatha and then to Qunu?
Tomorrow in the morning, we are going to collect the body from 1 mil to hospital, and then we'll go to the Waterkloof Air Base. The body will then be handed over to the ANC. And then the ANC will have their farewell at the hangar there. And when they finish, they hand over the body to the military. The military take it to the Eastern Cape. Whether it will be Mthatha or East London, it will be determined by the weather. And then from there, once we are there, at some point, the military will hand over the body back to the ANC, and the ANC hand it back to the family. And at the end, when we go for burial the following day, the family hand it back to the government to do the final interment.
Is there any chance that the viewing period could be extended, given that there were reports like yesterday that there were people that were turned away and we're expecting more numbers today?
You can extend. I can give you now. You can extend for a month. You will never satisfy people, because there are lots of people who didn't come. You extend it by a month, and then people from Swaziland will have to come. Lesotho, Zimbabwe. How do you stop it? Now, at least we need to have. At least I think the family has been generous enough. And I think the government has been generous enough to have provided the facility. The family has been generous enough to give us this time for South African people to have their day. And I think let's give them that chance. Let's go and finish the task and do what is necessary.
What's your message to South Africans who are making their way through here? What's the best advice right now?
I don't know what the status is now at the Park and Rise. But if we have to go as to what happened yesterday, there were lots of people in all Park and Rise who could not, so we can't stop anybody. What will stop people is whether we'll be able to make the time of 5:30 as normal. If we can make that time and able to deal with everyone, it's fine. But if people are going there will be an advisory during the day. I think after we do an assessment around 1 o'clock to see if the crowd, the people who are there, will be able to go through in the remaining hours. If we think they are not going to go through, advise people that we're closing now. If you have not been there, don't come. So they might just listen to radios. Around that time, we do send a message out that don't. If you are not there as yet, please don't go there.
I think I heard something on the radio last night that there might be an extension to 6 o'clock if needs be. Is that possible at all? Have you been able to maybe ascertain it?
Let's work on 5:30. Yeah. Whether there's an extension 6 o'clock or not, it doesn't matter. It's just an extension of 30 minutes anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. Let's stick to 5:30. By 5:30, that is our target to close. As you could in the past 2 days, around 5:30 it has been raining. There was a storm. So even if you want to extend, if it happens like it happened yesterday and day before yesterday, still you have to close anyway. Let's stick to 5:30. Let's make sure we are there on time. Let our drivers for the buses and the authorities who are marshalling the traffic make sure that at least we put people quicker, and those who are in the queues move faster so that we accommodate as many people as possible. Yesterday I think we could have done about 39,000 people, and that day before yesterday, because it was half a day, 21,000. If we increase the pace a little bit, we think we can do more today than we did in the past 2 days.
All right, Minister, thank you so much for talking to us. Minister in the Presidency, Collins Chabane, giving us an update on what is going to happen, logistics until Sunday. Most shops will be closed on Sunday, but it's not an official holiday. Let's head back to Leanne in Auckland Park. We'll come back.